the grubs that I wanted to try. PLUSINNO is this little orange bright head jig head. Hey everybody, how's it going? Earlier in the month of September, I got hit up by a company called PLUSINNO. PLUSINNO is known for tools, lures, providing nets, bait casters, reels, pretty much everything you would actually want to use when it comes to fishing, whether it's bass fishing, trout fishing, or catfishing. Covers pretty much a good array amount of ground. So I was fortunate enough that they contacted me via social media and they asked me, hey, we've been checking out your videos and wanted to get a chance to see if you were interested in demoing one of our products. So I told them, sure, why not? So lo and behold, within the same week of time, they sent me their product. And I thought this would be a really good opportunity to give it a chance to go ahead and demo this. I wanted to share with everybody what it's like to unbox one of these and see exactly what you get per value. Let's check this out. Okay, so let's get to it. And all right, we have the PLUSINNO 102-piece fishing lures kits. This looks exciting. So I think you pretty much got everything you would need in here. Ooh, nice array of sizes. Let's go ahead and check this out. Okay. Ooh, okay. First off, let me say, the way they present this to you, it's I really like it. I mean, immediately you open it, you get a chance to view and to see everything you have here. You got everything from the small tail little grubs. You got these items here too, some nice little jig heads, sweet. And actually, these got a good amount of weight on them. I want to say they're tungsten, but honestly, I think they're just heavy weights. I like those. And check out these, I want to say maybe size 2 or 1. Pretty sturdy hooks. I can definitely feel that there's a thick gauge of wire considered in using this. And let's see, you got your snaps. Okay, snaps with the swivels. That'll definitely come in use. And I have these weights here. Now, I think these probably would go good for like the worms in general. Take a look at this. Okay, so now we have some more additional swivels. These are smaller swivels. And you got the beads here too. Let's check out the beads here on this section here. Okay, so the beads are pretty good sizes. I guess I should put this out. Swivels, come on. These swivels are really tiny, but they're pretty efficient, I think, if you're doing a little bit more finesse presentation. So we got the swivels and the beads. And I want to say that these are most likely used for the Carolina rig, which I never really thought I had the opportunity to try one of those out because it looks like it's very complex to use. But I think this would be a great opportunity to try this one. So we're going to take a look at this little orange grub. Oh, this kind of almost reminds me of the Yamamoto grub, but I can definitely see this one in action. I could put this one on the Delta, and if they are biting that day, they will definitely go after that one. Let's check out what else we got here. So we have also, ooh, okay, I'm really liking this one. This one almost mimics like a tiny little, and it's like the a tiny little shad, but I really like that green color with the glitter. I think this is also a good performer too, to put out in any body of water, primarily when the conditions are right. And then you get another grub here, which is a different color, which is the green. I think this is also going to be really easy to use, so I'm going to try that one out also. And just to see, so I showed these ones, the swivels, and you got the hooks and the jig heads. And like I mentioned, you get 4 different jig heads. They're about different sizes, and the tinier the better for the finesse. I think this may go really well for when the day bring it out. All right, let's check out and see what else they got here. So what we have here is a fair use of, looks like, let's say blade baits. So it almost kind of reminds me of a Castmaster. Pretty decent quality here. The hooks are a little bit thinner, but I think these would be great for primarily just go ahead and trolling. I can see where I connect these two with the swivel, so that way to make sure the lines will get binded up. Combine this with this guy here on a good trolling speed. Yeah, I think we would do pretty good on a good lake body of water on that one. Okay, I like that one. I'm going to put this one down here on the side. So you get one of those, and I think you get a variety of them. Okay, so they really wanted to supply you with a fair amount of items here. So you get another one. So you have the gold color, and then you have the silver color. Both I think would do pretty good in different conditions, but I'm definitely looking forward to trying these out. I could probably put these out at Lake Del Valle, one of my favorite lakes I like to go to. So as we size up, it looks like they just keep getting bigger and bigger, which is good because, you know, hey, having variations and for the affordability of this kit, I think is going to be really good and key. Yeah, so you definitely get a fair amount of selection. So it's whatever your heart desires, they're definitely going to hook you up with. Let's see. These are kind of tricky though when they gauge up like this. But I do love the variations of style. So this one's almost like I can see using this one too, just for trolling, or actually just dropping it off of a ledge at Barry. Yes, I think I probably get a good amount of hits on this. What I like about these is the sizes. They're pretty good for the type of fish that I would be trying to target. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying these ones out. I'm gonna put these here on the side for now. Okay, let's take a look at what they bring us for the worms. So in the worms, we have, stinky worm. So we have your standard size. I don't want to say Yamamoto worm. So this type of worm, I think I can really use for any of these type of conditions. So I can really see pairing this up with one of these hooks, one of the offset hooks, Texas rigget, and I think I would get a pretty good chance at, you know, finessing these fish with a smaller hook. And I kind of like that idea because I'm so used to using the 4-aught hook, but this can definitely be beneficial. So let's try this. We're gonna put this here on the side here. You get 1, 2, 3 good, I want to say 5 or 6 inch hooks. Not bad. And then let's get to the meat and bones of what would be good at the Delta or any body of water too where you like to use frog. Okay, so this one comes with already your standard weight. I really like the size of this frog. It's very small. I wish I kind of would have got this earlier in the month of July when we had the big tournament for the frogs only. If I could have found this size, I think I may have one, but I'm not sure of this type. But I will definitely throw this one out in the Delta coming out soon. I like that yellow color, and the hooks are not bad. It's actually pretty soft too. The body is pretty soft, so that way if the fish do bite on it, we will get those hooks exposed. And yeah, they are pretty sticky for the hooks. I gotta admit, that's pretty good setup. Okay, so we have this one, and then we have the standard green color. Okay, I'm enjoying checking this out. This has different variations of quality you can try out, and honestly, I think for what they're charging on this is a pretty good beginner kit, and I can definitely suggest this to anybody who wants to try bass fishing for the very first time. They put these here on the side. Okay, let's get to the individual wrapped items here. First off, we have a tiny popper. Now check this guy out. This tiny popper is pretty finesse, and I think you will definitely generate a bite just based upon the condition of the size. I think any small bluegill or bass that sees this twirling around is going to see a good opportunity to catch them. I'm definitely going to try that one out also. Let's see what else we have here. So we have one popper, and we have a smaller little square bait. I want to say it's kind of a square / crankbait. But this is a finesse game, and I really like this kit because you know what? I think anybody on a kayak or a boat or even off the bank would actually produce it very well for a fun day of fishing. I'm feeling pretty confident in this, and I'm really liking what they're offering here in their selections. Okay, so you have one popper, one small finesse square bait, and we got one small rattle style trap bait. This is actually interesting. Check out this finesse setup. I think this here, actually, let me open this one up. This finesse setup might actually be a little better than what I'm used to, because I normally throw like really oversized rattle traps, but yeah, and then you got that's a good size right there. I'm liking this one. Okay, definitely gonna give that one a shot. And you know what, while I'm here, it does me no justice. Let's open these guys up. Bait. Oh, it's kind of like a little small square bill. I'm really liking the colors and selections on this one. For this choice you have right here, it's like a blue top with the gold and silver underbelly, and these hooks I think are just perfect for catching fish. I'm kind of curious on how strong these hooks are, so I think once we take this out to a good body of water, we're going to get a good opportunity to test them out. Pop that open. Let's pop the popper open, and wow, okay. This one seems to be in a different alignment, but you know what? I think this is a good start for anyone who wants to become a beginner and intro into bass fishing. This is definitely a good start for finesse, and I see no problems with catching fish and producing for the day. All right. Oh, okay, so you got a good little prop bait. This is definitely good. You can walk the dog with this one, just slowly walk it back. I'm pretty sure this floats fairly well. And let's see. Yep, it's got the beads in there, so it's definitely going to make the sounds for when you're trying to reel it in closer. I really do like this one, so I'd say for this one, go ahead and give it a fair shot on that. All right, now this jerkbait, I'm really liking the colors on this one. You have the pink, the bright pink colors, and then you have the gold with the silver underbelly too. I think that's going to be good for calling the fish out to your locations and really getting a chance to strike them, probably put them by the docks or in areas where there's vegetation. This would be definitely good to try out. I can definitely sense this thing is solid, guys. This is a heavy little lure here. Oh, but you know what? Now that I feel it, this is interesting because this one here is actually, I'm noticing that this lure here is actually rubber. So this would mimic, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to really try this one out, but I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a shot. I think for the darker colors too, it's going to be good when we have muddy and murky waters. This will definitely be able to see more transparent in those kind of conditions. So yeah, you have the little bone stripes on this. Okay. My little eyeballs, the beads, good. Wow. Okay, let's see here. So now we have a red spinnerbait, red and black. This is definitely a good go-to color. I would like to try this one out also. And then we have the, oh, so it's like green and orange. This is definitely going to be a good color combination based upon the conditions of what you're going to be dealing with. Then you have your standard chartreuse and white. Okay, I really like this color too. I had good luck with something like this on Barry, I said before. And then we're going to have a chartreuse and orange color with the willow blades. So these smaller willow blades, I'm pretty sure they are willow leaf blades. Tie a trailer onto this or even use one of their little grubs that they have going on. But I definitely think this will work pretty well. In the back here, what do we have? Oh, look, check this out. Okay, they already set you up with the freaking leader. Okay, I like this. I really do like this. So I don't know if you can see here, and I'm going to try to do my best to show what it's producing here. Let me try to pull one out. So basically with some of these setups here, you know, if you've ever tried tying on a leader onto a bait, or even like when you're standard just fishing items like this and trolling, so sometimes when the lines are very light or too thick, the hook or the bait can actually wrap around. So by them providing you this type of leader, you can go ahead and attach your lure or bait or whichever you want to try for that day, attach it onto this snap ring here. So there you go, you have your snap ring, which is going to be right here in this area, the snap ring. And then you're going to go ahead and tie on your line onto this little swivel here. And this little swivel here, I think, is going to be pretty good and keep your bait straight, so that way you avoid getting tangled up so much. You get 6 of these. You get a ton of different types of baits for frogs. You get spinners. You get crankbaits. So PLUSINNO has really come together and delivered all these items. I've got to give them an honest chance, and for the quality of the product of what they're doing, it's fair. It's actually real fair. You can use any of these combinations, any of these little grubs here for the drop shot, or with the worm, just troll them or cast and release. You have a bunch of spoons you can just keep casting out. You have all these different types of poppers, square bills, you have jerk baits, you have a rattle trap, you have spinner baits, you've got rubber baits, you've got 2 frogs, and you got a prop bait. I mean, honestly guys, I think if you have a friend or family member who is looking into getting into bass fishing, has no idea where to start or what to do, I think if you were to recommend them to come to PLUSINNO and to try out their products for the first time, for somebody who is a novice fisherman, that I have no problem suggesting one of these, because for the price of what you would be spending on this, it is a great quality product, and I think it is a great deal for someone who is just getting entry into starting into fishing and bass in particular, whether it be from a boat or a kayak. I have no quarrels with this. I think this is a perfect product to go ahead and try out for someone who is just starting out. And as you begin to advance and you want to upgrade your lines, you want to upgrade your nets, you want to upgrade your fishing gear, PLUSINNO does offer different types of quality, and I highly suggest you check them out. Now, all these baits that I just showed for you and demonstrated for you today, I'm going to give these a fair shot, but you know what? I think the best place to take these guys out, I have a spot for them where I know it's going to be really good, and I think the conditions are just right to produce these kind of fish. Let's give these all a fair shake at the California Delta, where it has a plethora of fish of all different types of species, and they are always hungry there. So let's come back in just a moment and let's see what this does, because I'm pretty sure that the PLUSINNO group, for this fishing lure kit, which you get what? You get crankbaits, you get plastic worms, you get spinnerbaits, jigs, you get topwater lures, and more. Can't go wrong with this. Let's give it a fair shake and take it to the California Delta, people. Burn 'em! All right, one of the grubs that I wanted to try, PLUSINNO, is this little orange bright head jig head. All right, let's see if we can produce one over here in this area. Try this first.